Welcome to Module 4 of the training series focused on college and career readiness for students participating in Kentucky's alternate assessment program. In this module, you'll focus on one of the new Career Ready measures, the Career Work Experience Certification, or CWEC. Please take a few moments to download these documents before beginning the module. Due to the size of the document, it is recommended that you do not print the KDE Office of Career and Technical Education's Work-Based Learning Manual. An electronic version will suffice for the purposes of this training module. Let's review the CCR comparison handout before going forward. As noted in Module 1, there are two areas for Career Ready in the current Kentucky Accountability Model for students participating in the regular assessment. The Career Ready component is comprised of an academic and technical area. A student must meet the requirements of both to be considered Career Ready. Two areas have been developed for students in the alternate assessment program and mirror the areas in the regular assessment. Career Ready Technical is the focus of this module. The Career Work Experience Certification provides opportunity for student demonstrations of practical knowledge and skills included in the Employability and Foundational Academic Standards alternate assessment and assessed by the Employability Skills Attainment Record. The overall process includes 3 phases: career exploration in grades 6, 7, 8, and beyond, student-centered planning that includes transition planning and person-centered planning as needed beginning at grade 9, and an experiential curriculum that includes a minimum of 3 years of coursework. The coursework includes work-based learning. The certification process utilizes community-based school business partnerships. School business partnerships assist in providing the work-based learning options provided to the student. Turn to page 6 of the Career Work Experience Certification Description handout as we review the components of the process by grade level. In preparation for the CWEC, the following activities occur during grade 6 or earlier. Inform parents about community alternative services provided through the Kentucky Department for Medicaid Services as appropriate. The services are the Acquired Brain Injury Waiver, the Michelle P. Waiver, and the Supports for Community Living Waiver. Note that links to websites that will provide additional information about the waivers are included in the CWEC Administration Guide. The guide can be found on the Kentucky Alternate Assessment Program website. Also at grade 6, begin the Individual Learning Plan, IOP, process. Conduct interest inventories. Begin career exploration. These are established activities and should already be in place within the school districts. The actions taken at middle school grades 7 through 8 in preparation for the CWEC are to continue interest inventories, continue career exploration, begin transition planning, including the initial development of the multi-year course of study at age 14 or 8th grade, whichever comes first. Transition planning includes the development of the multi-year course of study. The multi-year course of study is developed in accordance with the course of study leading to an alternative high school diploma. These two are established activities and should currently be in place within school districts. The following actions are taken during the high school grades. Conduct student-focused planning to include annual transition planning, including development of the multi-year course of study in accordance with the course of study leading to an alternative high school diploma. The multi-year course of study includes the 4 courses specific to the achievement of the CWEC. The courses are provided within an experiential curriculum that includes work-based learning for a minimum of 3 years. Work-based learning is provided in accordance with the student's least restrictive environment. Person-centered planning begins at grade 9 as needed. Each district will determine on an individual student basis if transition planning alone will provide the information needed to determine transition services. ARCs may need to hone their problem-solving skills within the basic transition planning process. For the majority of students, this process, if implemented with fidelity, meets student needs. For more involved students, specific formal models or components of specific models of person-centered planning may be required. The district may select the formal process to use. Teams could utilize any of the following: person-centered planning, PATH, MAPS, making action plans, ASD problem-solving model, training provided by the Kentucky Autism Training Center, compression planning, or backwards planning. See page 6 in the CWEC Administration Guide for links to more information. Student-focused planning needs to include discussion with the student and parents about the anticipated year of exit. This is key to planning for the CWEC. The anticipated year of exit with a graduation code affects when a student begins coursework leading to the CWEC. It also affects when a student begins work-based learning through a specific program. For example, referral to Community Work Transition Program typically occurs 3 years prior to school exit. Project Search participation occurs during the last year of school. Programs also have student-to-adult ratio guidelines which must be considered. Other actions that occur during the high school grades are to develop the post-secondary goals mandated to be in effect by age 16, identify students for Office of Vocational Rehabilitation pre-employment transition services, refer students to work-based learning programs in accordance with program guidelines, and provide the summary of performance to students upon year of exit. As noted in Module 2, the EFAS-AA and progressions are expected to be taught in broadening settings as the student advances through the grades. It is during the Career Work Experience certification process that a student is given opportunities to practice, maintain, and generalize knowledge and skills related to the standards in community and work-based settings. This slide, as a reminder, shows the areas and sub-areas included in the Employability and Foundational Academic Standards Alternate Assessment you learned about in Module 2. In Kentucky, there is a wide range of district sizes from Augusta Independent to Jefferson County Public Schools. Components for fidelity are needed in order to have a consistent process for achieving the certification statewide. A degree of flexibility is also needed to address the differences in district size and availability of community resources. But most importantly, flexibility is required to meet individual student learning needs. Pages 4 and 5 of CWEC handout outline the components needed for statewide fidelity of the CWEC process. Some were mentioned in the previous grade level slides. All districts are expected to align work-based learning experiences with KDE CTE Work-Based Learning Manual. Provide work-based learning for a minimum of 20 hours per semester or 40 hours per year within each course leading to the CWEC. Base placement in work-based learning environments on the least restrictive environment for each student. Provide instruction in skills in employability and foundational academic skills alternate assessment during work-based learning to give opportunities for generalization of the skills in community and work environments. Provide individualized work-based learning experiences for students in accordance with the specially designed instruction on the IEP. Develop courses to meet the course descriptions within the course of study for the alternative high school diploma. Align district programs with the Kentucky Taxonomy for Transition Programming. Utilize evidence-based practices in school, community, and work settings for both instructional and transition practices. Incorporate universal design for learning practices within instruction. Utilize interagency collaboration for work-based learning opportunities. Include person-centered planning when needed, with district choice of specific planning methods. And begin the ILP process at grade 6. There are 4 specific courses that lead to the achievement of the Career Work Experience certification. The courses are included in the Courses of Study Leading to Alternative High School Diploma handout. The descriptions for each course are contained on the following pages of the Course of Study handout. Page 8, Developing Career Options. Page 10, Developing Leadership Skills. Page 10, Experience in Workplace Principles. Pages 8 and 9, Individualized Career Work Experiences. It is important to note that a full understanding of the course descriptions assist in developing the courses within your school and district. The descriptions provide guidance about course content. The descriptions note when focus is given to the Kentucky alternate assessment aligned to Kentucky academic standards and the Kentucky employability and foundational academic standards. All course descriptions indicate that materials and activities presented are differentiated to meet individual student needs. The slide depicts a matrix of the courses being discussed. The matrix summarizes the grade levels and order in which the courses can be offered. Each course leading to the CWEC is intended to occur for 1 year or in alignment with the length of courses for CTE classes within your district. Students must be provided the courses for a minimum of 3 years. The courses must also include the provision of work-based learning opportunities. The table of contents of the CTE Work-Based Learning Manual includes the work-based learning options of service learning, mentoring, shadowing, entrepreneurship, school-based enterprise, internship, and cooperative education. The need for flexibility within the CWEC process is met by providing various options for work-based learning to students within the courses leading to the certification. Admissions and release committees will determine the work-based learning for individual students. The options provided will look different for individual students based on their post-secondary goals, IEP present levels, and needs related to the LRE. Remember, work-based learning for the purpose of statewide fidelity must be provided for a minimum of 20 hours per semester or 40 hours per year within each course leading to the achievement of the Career Work Experience certification. This visual helps to reinforce the components of the Career Ready measures and how they work together with student-centered planning and instruction. Instruction of the standards must begin early, which is the reasoning behind providing progressions for the EFAS AA down to the primary level. The Employability and Foundational Academic Standards Alternate Assessment are included within coursework and assessed by the Employability Skills Attainment Record. Student-centered planning begins in middle school with the ILP and continues in more formalized ways in high school. Don't forget that transition planning is student-centered, and there are many required transition components included in the student's IEP that will be helpful in getting started. The Career Work Experience certification process includes courses addressing the EFAS-AA. The work-based learning included within the CWEC process provides students with experiences that assist in maintaining and generalizing the skills in settings in the school environment. This ends the training module for the Career Work Experience certification. Module 5 will include information about documentation of the Career Ready measures within the Career Ready Alternate Assessment folder. The module also includes information about the online training system and the Career Ready database maintained on the Kentucky Alternate Assessment Program website.